Share my screen. Hi. So let us look into Bank Nifty today, how we are going to analyze Bank Nifty. So before that, let me just share my screen. Okay. Hope everyone are able to see my screen, and quickly, if you're able to just confirm me on the chat, should be good. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Anup. Thanks, Tanya. Okay. So today, basically, friends, what I'll be trying to explain to you is Bank Nifty and how do we analyze Bank Nifty? How do we plan our trades? How is that we're going to find the trend? And you must understand tomorrow is expiry, the most important day for an option seller. So how do we plan out for tomorrow? And Wednesday is also good for option sellers. So and it's not that I'm only going to do option selling, but major chunk of my money will be coming from option selling. Okay. So, and most important thing which you will be learning extra, that is about the money management. We need to time the market well and accordingly plan our money management as well. This will really help us in allocating more fund towards profitable strategies. So that was also something which you're going to get in today's video. Yeah, today is Guru Purnima, and I'm really glad, really happy that I got a chance today to teach you as well. So thanks, Anup. Thanks everyone for the wishes as well. Okay, so shall we start or shall we wait for some more participants? Thanks, Swapnil. Okay, so before we go into the strategy and try to find out today's analysis, let me just do the macro analysis and show you. This is why am I doing this macro analysis is basically for the money management part. Okay, so what do I mean by money management part is, friends, in order to make consistent money in stock market, you need to have, especially if you're a day trader and if you're doing a full-time trading, you need to have non-correlated strategies. That is one strategy if you're doing a directional trading, another one you need to have a non-directional trading or otherwise a mean reaction kind of strategy. Okay, so first, if you find out a macro analysis that what way Bank Nifty is moving or what way in direction is Nifty moving or overall market trend, how is it, then accordingly you can allocate more fund towards a directional trade if you feel that the market is directional, or if it is bullish, accordingly you can plan a bullish trade. And if you feel that the market is overall moving sideways, then you can allocate more fund towards non-directional trading. By this, what happens is that you are going to take maximum profits out of the most probable strategy, that is for the day, right? So first, let us start with the macro analysis. So I'm just okay. So before just starting off showing off you the strategy, I've just added few indicators. I'll just show you. The main one is going to be the RSI. RSI is more than sufficient for us, but my major analysis will be on price action. Okay, so RSI is just a lagging indicator. I'm just adding for cross-checking my analysis only. Okay, then there's going to be super trend. Super trend usually I use for trailing my profits and also taking key decisions as well. So the two indicators which I've added as of now is super trend and RSI. Perfect. Yeah. So now this is the 1 day time frame. This is more than enough for a option seller. Okay, as of now I'm talking from an point of option seller. So you can see that RSI as of now is above 60. Okay, so which indicates that the market is bullish. And also if at all you look into the price action, you can see a clearly uptrend. Market is Bank Nifty, I'm talking about Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty is continuously going up. You can see super trend also is green. But then very important thing which you have to note here is the previous level at which it has rejected. You can see here, this is the 36,000 level. Let me just draw a line so that you'll get an understanding. So you can see 36,000 Bank Nifty has been rejected, and we all know that 36,000 is a very psychological figure as well. So you can expect a lot of resistance at that level. So I'm very much bullish about 36,000. If at all I look into the macro analysis, I can see that above 36,000, I am very bullish. So in case if Bank Nifty goes above 36,000 on a daily time frame, then my maximum allocation will be for a directional bullish trade. But as of now, I can see there's going to be rejection. Also, on this particular day, you can see after a bullish green candle, again the market has reversed, right? There was a slight pullback. So in this period, as of now, we can see that Bank Nifty is going to remain sideways, and tomorrow and today and tomorrow we can expect good profit from a sideways market, because you can see it is consolidating as of now. There is no big action. We can expect, if anything goes above this particular candle, that is on the 11th candle, okay, and the value also you can see. Let me just zoom in a little more for you. It is again a round figure, 35,500. For an intermediate level, that is for today and tomorrow, we have to be cautious about about 35,500. In case if it is going above this 35,500, you can slightly be bullish, but remember there is a big resistance at 36,000, so we can't allocate all our capital for a bullish trade, right? Hope you are able to understand this and we are on the same page. Okay, perfect. So now that we came to know, now that we're aware that Bank Nifty is moving sideways as of now, we can see even the previous day and also from past 2-3 days, if you observe, it is just moving sideways. It is just consolidating. So we are going to start off with straddle. We can start off with straddle, and yeah. So one more important thing, friends, if at all you look into the option chain, the premiums are very, very less. This is the Bank Nifty option chain, and you can see the present ATM levels. The LTP is around 220, call around 200. Yeah, 200 plus 200, 400. So comparatively, the prices have come down when we see 2 weeks back, and this also can be the reason, because VIX has come down. It's almost come to 1811. So usually for an option seller, what we say is anything less than 20 is good. And we were always, from a long time, we were about 20. You can see during the war breakout, it went above 30, and then almost it was trying to settle down. But again, there was a lot of spikes due to the news coming from the West and all those things. Okay. But now you can see it has come down below 20. But only concern which we had was the prices at which we were getting. Yeah. The prices were very, very low. So yeah, the prices when we see yesterday also, it was very, very low. But comparatively, as of now, I can feel 400 is decent enough. Usually on expiries, we used to get 400 to 350. That was very good actually. So I can expect tomorrow the premium to be much less. So why I'm saying this is because playing strangle becomes very, very difficult. So people, those who are not aware of strangle, it is just selling out of the money calls and put. So playing strangle would be very, very difficult. So we are going to play with straddle only. Please only play with straddle. People, those who don't take risk, usually play with strangle as well by taking 500 points far. But I would not recommend this. Okay. So let us look into the open interest as well. This is one more parameter I always keep in check. Let me just refresh the page for you. So if any questions, you can keep asking me, so that before I go into the strategy, we can clear everyone's doubt. Okay, so looking into the open interest OI change, you can see at present level, at immediate level, you can see it is at huge. We have a huge tower, so I call this as tower so that you get a better understanding. At 35,300 call. Okay, so I think that is nothing but the ATM at which we are as of now. Yeah, so that is going to be the high for the day, right? So let me just mark that level as well. Today's high, you can see here 35,300. I'm just marking at the high, that is high is going to be 35,300. I've opened the spot chart. Okay, so at this level, if at all Bank Nifty is crossing, we are bullish on this day as well. Okay, this is going to be the plan for today. I'm talking about today. At the bottom part, I don't find much. 35,200, also 35,000. Yeah, 35,000 obviously is a round figure, so you can expect a good resistance at that, support at that level. If at all we look into the open interest, again it's at 35,500. We can find a big tower. So as I already previously told you, this is going to be the next big resistance which you're having, that is at 35,500. Okay, so overall, if at all you see the call change and the put change, it's almost a neutral market, equal amount of call change and put change. So that is why I was confident in telling you that we can go for a non-directional trading. That is, we can allocate more capital towards your non-directional trading. Okay. Yeah. So any doubts till now? I've just opened the chat section so that in case if you have any doubts. Hope you got the overall picture. How is it as of now market? How is it we are allocating more fund towards non-directional trading today? Yeah. So Tarun asked, what can be the stop loss for straddle? Tarun, that is what the strategy is going to be. So we will not be in the straddle full time. As I told you, we'll find out the levels based on the price action. And once if we find that the market is going to go bullish, then accordingly, we will start allocating more funds towards a bullish trade. Okay, so that will come into the strategy. But what I'm overall trying to tell you is the overall market scenario that it is moving sideways. So if at all you are allocating your funds for different strategies, that is non-directional and directional, you can allocate more towards the non-directional trading. So I can say 75% towards non-directional trading and 25% towards the directional trade. That is how you can allocate your capital. This is the macro analysis which we've done. Okay, so then next I'll be going into the micro analysis where we'll be going in detail. That is today, how do we tackle the market? And in case any day, any particular day, how do we do the intraday trades? So then I'll cover this topic of the stop losses for straddles and other things. Yeah. Okay. So let us go into the micro analysis. So for this, what I do is I look into price action at the minute level. So what do you mean by minute level? I try to find out the supports and the resistance which the charts speaks to you. So as of now, I'm not going to look into the previous day levels. Okay, so I'm just deleting all the lines because in intraday game, we need to be very quick. We can't depend on the macro analysis. When you're playing the intraday game, we have to look into the present day price action. Okay, so if at all you observe Bank Nifty very carefully, you can understand that Bank Nifty speaks to you. It starts telling you that where am I bullish, where am I bearish, at which level I've got too much of resistance. Have you observed that? It might sound silly, but that is the fact. So Vasant asked a question. Can you please once again explain the option chain? Okay, so option chain basically I open only for finding out the prices of the straddle only, friends. There is no much analysis in this I'm doing because usually if it is on Friday or if it's on Monday, we can also start off with a strangle. It will really help you in a non-directional trading. But then we also need to have a look at the prices, premium which you're getting. So as of now, you can see that 200 is the call LTP and 184, and you can see 229 is the put LTP, close around 400, which is approximately 1% of Bank Nifty. So we need this value around 1% of Bank Nifty because we can expect Bank Nifty to move quickly around 1% range. So this premium is required. If you go less than this, then it might become very difficult for us to do the adjustments. So then you can do the straddle as of today. Okay. So the reason was that I told you VIX is also coming down. That is why the premiums are coming down. If there is again going to be increase in VIX volatility, then you can see the premiums going up. So at those times, you can take up the strangles as well. Try to make sure thumb rule, you can say that at least you need 1% premium. Okay. So if you're not getting any premium, above 350, that is around 1% of Bank Nifty, then don't go for strangle. Please use straddle itself. And that is the main intention of looking into the open interest. Okay. Yeah. So now let's go into the micro analysis. So as I was telling you, intraday we need to be very quick and we need to be very fast in making our decisions. Okay. So I'm just opening a 5 minutes time frame. You can go with 3 minutes time frame as well. Once you're very good in analyzing, then you can go with 3 minutes time frame as well. But as of now, basic thing to start is going to be the 5 minutes time frame. Okay. Yeah. So friends, just observe these candles. These candles talk to you. That is what I was telling you. So being a full-time trader, I don't have any colleagues with me as of now while trading. So I always believe that Bank Nifty talks to me. It has a lot of stories to tell you. It has, as I told you, it tells you where the resistance is, where the support is, and where you can expect the market to reverse. All those things, Bank Nifty talks to you. Okay. So again, I'm keeping the indicators very, very simple. It's only going to be super trend 10,3. Okay. And also RSI 14. Okay, in RSI 14, what I have done is I have just kept 60 as the overbought level and 40 as the oversold level. So I've just to identify the levels, I've made it as green and red. Okay. So let me make it a little more big. Okay. So now you can see look into the RSI. You can see that as long as RSI is between this, let me make it more big. Okay, so as long as RSI is below 60 and above 40, you can expect Bank Nifty to remain sideways. So our macro analysis already told us that market is sideways. Our micro analysis also is going to telling you that it is moving sideways. So perfect day for Wednesday, perfect trade setup for Wednesday. And if we get the same situation tomorrow, then it is going to be a lottery for us. Okay, so as of now, we can find that we are almost going to trade non-directional. Okay, now when is that we will go directional? So we will go directional, or we will find out whether the market is going up and down by following two principles. One is that the RSI has to come above 60. Okay, so whenever RSI comes above 60, get into action. We need to look into the price action as well. In price action, what we do is we wait for support and resistance. So how do we find support and resistance? This is what you're going to learn. This is the most important trick, friends. Please observe it very carefully. So here you can see there is a candle and it has got a left assistant and a right assistant. So what I mean by assistant, nothing but the center candle has got the highest high when compared to the left candle as well as the right candle. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is, I already marked, I'll just mark a line over here. So what it basically means is that there is a good pullback at this level. So that means there is a good resistance at this level. So it is nothing but, if at all you observe into the larger picture, it is nothing but the high of, almost near the high of the day. So there's going to be a lot of resistance at this level, but the price action speaks to you. You can see here. So this is called as the king candle. I call this as the king candle because if you have like this kind of terminologies, it'll be easy to remember for us. So a king candle will have a left assistant as well as a right assistance. This is a point number one. This is a condition number one. So I just made a PPT. So I'll just show it to you. So this is a scenario, friends. The candle should have the highest high when compared to the left and the right. So it can be any color candle. We're not worried about the color of the candle. So this is called as a king candle. It needs to have the highest high when compared to the left and the right. Right. And the second condition is the RSI should be greater or equal to 60. If these two conditions occur, then we can say that if Bank Nifty goes above this, it's going to be bullish. Right. So till Bank Nifty is moving around in this range, that is nothing but if there is no king and if the RSI is not above 60, you can keep continuing trading your non-directional trading. That is nothing but the straddle, which I told you. Today we are going to take straddle, so we can continue with the straddle. Okay. So in this particular case, what has happened is RSI is still below 60. So this is not a valid candle. So I'm just deleting the line. So we have still not got the upper range for today. Right. Then let us look into the lower range. By lower range, you can see here, there is one particular candle has got a assistant to the left and the right. So this candle is called as the queen candle. So what you mean by here is that it has got a lowest low when compared to all the three candles. Okay, so I'll just show you in the chart, I mean PPT, so that you'll understand. Okay, so queen candle is nothing but the opposite of the king candle. It needs to have the lowest low when we compare to the left and the right assistants. And also the second most important condition is that the RSI should be less than 40. Okay, so once these conditions occur, then we can expect Bank Nifty to go below that. So if at all you find that if this candle is the queen, just mark your line here, and then if any candle closes below this, then you're going to be bearish in the market. This is about the intraday level, which I'm talking about. That is how do you do your adjustments on intraday. So we started the straddle. Once you're with a straddle, you just wait for the king candle or the queen candle. Once a king or the queen is formed, then we wait for a breakout to happen, right? If the breakout happens, then we can expect market to go in a particular direction. Okay, so in this particular case, you can see here, this was the candle. In case if we have marked, we can see it has got a breakout, but we also have to check the RSI. The RSI has not gone below 40. So you can see here, this particular candle, which you're talking about, has not, although we got the queen structure price action here, the RSI is still not gone 40. So we are not going to take a bearish trade. We are going to continue with our non-directional trading. So let me just take you back to the king once again. Yeah, so just to show you a few examples, you can see here, this is the candle which I'm talking about. It is having a very good price action. That is nothing but the center candle has got the highest high when compared to the left and the right. Point number one. Point number two is that you can see that the RSI is above 60 as well. So both the conditions have been met, and if any candle which closes above this particular king candle, then we are going to go bullish in the market. So how do we go bullish in the market? So let's say we have started off with a straddle. That is nothing but we have sold one call and one put. So when we get a bullish signal, that is nothing but a candle closing above the king candle, you can immediately buy two calls. So by doing this, what happens? You are having one call which is a buy position, and you are having a one put which is in a sell position. It is nothing but a synthetic future, and you're going directional. So this is how you toggle between non-directional and directional trading in case if you're playing with limited capital. With the same capital, you can toggle. That is how you do your adjustments. This is for people, those who are taking high risk. For people, those who are not taking high risk, I don't recommend doing synthetic future. You can do only option selling. So what you can do is you can just buy one call. By this, what happens? You will be only having one put. Okay, so let me not confuse you. Let me just make it very clear to you. Okay, if you are an aggressive trader, you can go for future. Okay, that is nothing but synthetic future. If you're already started with trading with options, that is straddle, I don't recommend going into future. So please do synthetic future, right? If you are not very aggressive, if you are semi kind of guy, then you can do option selling, right? So if you're not going to take too much of risk, you can do option selling alone. That is, you got a bullish signal, then you can only take a sell, put sell, that is enough, right? And if you want to be completely safe, then you can go with spreads. So how do you do spreads? So you can take your, based on your appetite, you can take a credit spread or a debit spread, it's left to you. But it's going to be more very safe if at all you go take a spreads. So people, those who are having big capitals, usually try to keep their capital very safe, so they don't take much risk. So for them, I can say go with spreads. But people, those who are having less capital, if at all you are ready to take the risk, you can go with option selling or with synthetic future. So there are a few questions. Okay, so this is how we do the toggle. That is, from a non-directional point of situation, we move towards a directional point of view, right? So just showing you a few more examples of king. So you can see here, we are not worried about the color, as I told you. So this particular center candle has got a left assistant as well as a right assistant. And also you can see the RSI is above 60. So both the conditions have been met, and any candle closes above this, as soon as this, we are going to be bullish at this particular point of view. Okay, so just showing you a few more examples. Okay, yeah. Now coming to the risk management. This is something which most of them forget about. They don't allocate or do the correct money management. They don't think about the stop losses. Okay, so the stop loss is going to be the low of the king candle. So in case you can see here, you found a king candle here. You mark the line and also the low of the king candle. In case if Bank Nifty reverses and comes and touches this low of the king candle, you can say that your stop loss is hit. So by stop loss, what you mean is that it's not that you close your trade. From a directional point of view, you come back to a non-directional trading. Okay, so initially you were in a non-directional phase. From there, market gave you a bullish signal. You went into a directional phase. If market is continuing to go up, then you're going to make super duper profits. But in case if Bank Nifty is reversing and coming down, then you're going to have your stop loss. So then you can come back into a straddle. So what happens is whatever losses you make in your directional trade, it's going to be very small, but then it'll be recovered in your non-directional trading, that is a straddle, because straddle gives you more and more profit as long as you remain in the market and the market is going to be sideways. You're going to make good money. Okay, so that is going to be your stop loss. One more important thing is the trailing of stop loss. Okay, so this is why I use the super trend indicator. So the market might break your king candle, it might go above your king candle, and you'll be making super duper profit. But how long you'll keep running the trade? Okay, so we trail it with a super trend. So the super trend setting is going to be 10,3. So whenever you find that Bank Nifty is going up and reversing, and whenever the color changes in the super trend, candle closes, you can exit your trade, or otherwise you can again start fresh with a straddle. So this is the overall setup. Okay, and one more very important thing is, friends, about the overall risk for the day, that is the money management part. Okay, that I'll just take it to show it in the last. So let me show you a few examples of a bearish trade as well. So that is nothing but the queen which is getting formed. So you can see here the queen is having the lowest low when compared to the left and the right. So that is a condition number one. Condition number two is RSI should be less than 40. So in this particular case, you can see it is equal to 40. So both the conditions have been met. And if any candle closes below this, then we are going to be bearish. Accordingly, we will take a bearish synthetic future, or you can do option buying. That is nothing but you can do call buying, call selling, or otherwise also you can go with the spreads, right? Yeah. So this is about the money management part. Please don't forget this. If at all you're trading with straddle, please use 2 lakhs for one lot straddle. You might say you might get it for 1 lakh and all those things, but money management is very important. You can't risk more than 2%, 2.5% of your capital per day. So that is why I have kept for one straddle, at least take 2 lakh capital. And this is going to be directional and non-directional trading. So due to which, if at all, you get continuous 2-3 days losses also, we need to have the fund to recover the losses and come out in profit in the future as well. The next trade as well. So that is why don't risk more than 2.5% a day. That is going to be 5,000 rupees in your capital of 2 lakh. Right? So this is all about the strategy. Yeah. So Nand Kishore asks, this strategy is used daily or any specific day? Okay, Nand Kishore, you can use it daily. It will give you beautiful results. Bank Nifty itself will talk to you automatically whether I'm moving sideways or I'm moving up or I'm moving down. Accordingly, you can do your adjustments. So we have covered the entry as well as the adjustment parts as well. And we can trade all the direction, any day you can trade. Only thing is, avoid whenever you have any event kind of thing, like budget announcement or elections kind of thing. You can avoid it because VIX is going to be very, very high. Yeah. So Dinesh Jain asks, kindly repeat the king candle. Yeah, Dinesh, I'll repeat the king candle for you. For the king candle, the condition number one is that the price action is this. It needs to have the highest high when compared to the left and the right. So among the 3 candles, it should have the highest high. That is condition number one. Condition number two is that the RSI should be greater or equal to 60. So if at all you look into the live market, okay, so you can see here, this particular candle over here has got the highest high compared to the left and the right. But you can see that it is not having RSI above 60, so it's not valid. Now, coming to the bearish candle, you can see as of now, RSI is coming below 40, but we have not got the price action. We just have to wait patiently for the price action also to tell you that, yes, it is bearish. Okay. So if the price action, that is nothing but the center candle is having the lowest low when compared to the left and the right. And also if RSI is less than 40, then we can conclude that Bank Nifty is going to go bearish below this point of view. below this particular point. So that is how we find the directional, we find out the directions of the market. Okay, so now you can see the setup is getting up ready beautifully. RSI slightly coming below 40. You can see it's around the 36 level as of now, 37 level. Let me make it bigger for you. Yes, you can see the red lines. I have kept here as 40. That is red color in 40. It will really help you to identify. So almost out of two conditions, one of the conditions is satisfied. But before that, we need to take confirmation from the price action as well. Sorry, let me just. Okay, so we just wait for the price action also. We need to have patience. And friends, one more thing which I need to tell you very important is, in trading, there are two kinds of traders. One is a predictive trader who keeps predicting that Bank Nifty, I mean, you'll go to this level, this level, this level, and then I will take trade and all this thing. And there are reactive traders. So option selling is suitable for reactive traders. Just in case if the market goes a particular direction, you can take your trade. You need not be exactly, you need not find out the exact point at which it goes up and kind of thing. You just need to have an approximate value above which Bank Nifty is going to be bullish. So that is called a reactive trader, and it will help. It is good for option sellers, because even if you make a mistake, you will get benefit out of theta. There's going to be a positive edge for you. So be a reactive trader. You can make a lot of money. It's not that always you need to predict the market where it is going to go. But as of now, the analysis which I told you is going to be reactive trading. In case we have set the trap, we have set our levels. So in case if it goes above that level, we are reacting towards it. In case if it comes below this particular level, we are going to react towards it. And this is going to suit excellent for the option sellers. And that is why in our setup, we have the straddles, which is also giving us theta benefit. Also, we are having the directional trade as well. Okay, so you can see it is hovering around this level, very good support at the super trend as well. You can see here. But the price action as of now has not been formed. So we need to wait patiently for going bearish. As of now, market has not given any hint of going bearish. It's still trying to move sideways. That is what it is. The chart is telling us. Okay, so this is how we read the chart. Sorry, this is how I read the chart. Okay, so let me just check out few questions. So any time frame to be kept? So I would say, Tarun, start with 5 minutes. It's very, very good. Please don't go above, less than 5 minutes initially. Above 5 minutes also is not good enough for an intraday trader. Okay, when you're doing a positional trading, you can go for higher time frames. But for an intraday trader, as of now, we can go for a 5 minutes time frame. And then when you're expert, when you become expert analyzing this, then you can go for 3 minutes as well. Can you share the link to the screen? I don't know what is that all about, which screen you're talking about. I think, hope everyone is able to see my screen. Okay. Okay, if RSI is between 60 and 40, then how to do straddle selling and how to select the strike price? So Nankishore, this is what I told you in the starting itself. We look into the option chain. Okay, so we need to have at least 1% value. That is, if Bank Nifty presently is trading at 35,000, we need to have total premium of at least 350. So we can see today the straddle is at around 400 when compared to the call and the put. I mean, adding both call and put, you can see that the straddle is at around 400, which is nothing but 1%. So we can go with the straddle. Okay, so on, let's say on Fridays or Mondays, the price might be a little far away. That is 35,500 and 34,500. When you add these both levels, if you're getting a premium of 1%, that is 350, then we can go with a strangle on that particular day. So it will vary daily. So it's not that every day you have to go with a straddle. Okay, so trading straddle will be very, very risky because the movements will be very quick. So you can start off with a strangle. So on Fridays, it will be very, very far. The overall premium, total premium has to be 350 for us. And coming towards Thursday, it will become ATM. Usually it comes only on Thursday, because today already it has come to the ATM. Reason because the premiums are decreasing. That's how we select the strike prices for the straddle, and the strangle. Yeah. How to set up the RSI? Okay, so it's going to be very, very simple. You can come here, just come to studies, and then just type in for RSI. you will get the RSI indicator. And then once again, click on RSI and then go to the settings part. You can see that don't change the period and the field and all those things. Just the overbought condition, you can make it 60, and the oversold condition, you can make it as 40. And to make it more attractive, I'm just making the color, sorry, this one as green. That is overbought as green, and oversold is going to be red, right? So this is how we are going to find out the, we're going to add the RSI indicator. Would you kindly share the recording, Dinesh? I think you have to talk with, I'll just check out with ET and let you know. Okay, this is only for intraday, or we can do position trade as well. Nankishore, yes, you can do positional trade as well in this, but presently I am doing only with intraday. But sky is the limit. You can do it with positional, you can do with swing trading, anything. It works beautifully. Saptrishi asks, can you please explain the trade again when a king candle formed, or the recording will also be helpful? Okay, Saptrishi, I'll try to give you try to summarize once again so that you can understand the strategy. Okay, so the recording will be available on ET Markets YouTube channel. Okay, so just want to inform everyone. Mansi has told that the recording will be available on ET Markets YouTube channel. So in case if you miss it also, you can go and watch it once again. Tulsidas, yes, the PPT also will be shared, Tulsidas. Tanya, where are the markets headed in the near term? What do the technical charts suggest? Okay, so Tanya, as I told you, I think, I don't know if you missed the part I was explaining to you. This is what I was explaining to you. From the macro analysis, I find that 36,000 is going to be a very good resistance. Okay, so you can see that it has got rejected from 36,000. So as of now, market is hovering around. It is trying to move sideways. It is not having, for a short term, it had a very bullish signal. It was going up, but then it has got a good resistance at 36,000. So above 36,000, you can expect the Bank Nifty to have a good, trend. It can continue to go much higher. But as of now, it is hovering sideways. It is moving sideways. This is the macro analysis which I'm talking about. Okay, and then when it comes to the intraday trade, I told you very clearly, we are going to follow. We need to be very quick in our trades. We need to find out whether the Bank Nifty is going sideways or it is going down. So we have kept a set of rules which we will follow as a reactive method. By reactive, I mean is that only if our conditions are satisfying, then accordingly we will take our trade bullish or bearish. And in intraday trade, you don't have to find the exact trend. Even if you're approximately 50%, if you're able to find the trend, it is more than enough for you, because by using the straddle and strangle, you can come out in profit as well. Even if you make a small loss in your direction analysis, you can come out due to the theta decay benefit which you're having. That is the beauty of doing option selling. Okay. There are a few questions. So let me just quickly answer it. How does 5 minutes pattern and 3 minutes pattern affect trading, and why should we start with 5 minutes? So Ayush, what happens exactly with 3 minutes is the market will be more reactive, in the sense you will get more number of signals. So what happens is that if you are very qualified, only then you can quickly switch from a directional to non-directional. So as I told you, we are going to be in the trade completely. It's not that we are only waiting for a particular moment. We start off with a straddle. We can start it around 9:20 to 9:30. You can start based on your comfort. There is no strict this thing. We have to start at this particular time or something. You can start anytime. So from there, we are shifting our positions towards directional trade. I showed you how to shift the position. You can watch the recording once again. So we need to be very quick. So if you're trading with 3 minutes and 1 minute and all those things, it's going to be very difficult for you to switch on from a directional to non-directional. So start with 5 minutes, analyze the market, try to find out the trend. If you do the 3 minutes, you will get more quickly. You will come to know more advanced whether the market is going down and all those things, but you need to be very fast. That is what I meant to say. Use the start with 5 minutes. But whereas when you use 10 minutes, it's going to be very late. It's not going to suit for intraday traders. Yeah. So Nandkishore, I don't know, Nandkishore has sent a wrong message. He has sent something. Okay, yeah, sorry, wrong window. Swapnil, if market goes in single direction without making king or queen, then what can be done? So Swapnil, as I told you, the loss for the day is going to be 2.5% for the day. Except the loss, it's only an intraday trade. You just have to make sure that whenever you make losses, make your loss limit. And this is one more very important thing, friends, which I missed telling in the starting. In intraday trading, it's going to be a game of probability. Whenever you lose, you make sure you lose very less, which is in your limit. And whenever you make profits, you just have to make sure that your profits are more than the losses. So since we have with us the directional part as well, we're taking the directional trade as well. Whenever you get profits, the profits will be big. We just have to patiently wait for the such kind of days. And other days, whenever it's not in our hand, accept it. Give it up to the market. Market is supreme. Market is not going to wait for anybody. Accept the loss, be happy, come again next day, make profits. This is a game of probability. As simple as that. Hope you understood, Sabil. Okay, so in today's trade, let me just quickly summarize to you. Now we're almost coming to the end of the time which we have allocated. So in today's trade, let me just tell you the analysis. What is that we can find? We are moving sideways and we are waiting for a price action, which is particularly like this, and RSI is below 40. So you can see that this is our level at which we are going to go bearish. You can see here the perfect setup, which I had told you. It has got a left assistant, which is having the, higher low, and also right assistant having a higher low. And the center candle, this is the queen candle, which we have, that is having the lowest low. So we mark this level, and also you can see the RSI is below 40. Let me just show you. Yes, you can see RSI is below 40. Both the conditions have been met, and till this particular point, we have not gone bearish. We just have to patiently wait with a straddle and strangle. With straddle and strangle, if at all you feel that since we already have 1% premium, overall premium, you don't have to worry about the adjustments. You just have to wait patiently the straddle or strangle. Wait for these kind of levels, which Bank Nifty tells you. You can see here, Bank Nifty is talking to you. It is telling you that I'm having difficulty going below this. That is why it is taking a U-turn here. It is taking a reversal here. So you can mark this level. Okay, once you mark this level, and then you can see that if it goes below this, you can go bearish. And as I told you, if at all you use 3 minutes time frame, market will give you more earlier signals. So you need to you might have to take more number of trades. Okay, so when if at all you're taking with 1 minute, it will give more number of signals. But let me show you 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, you can see that there was no signal as of now. At this particular point over here, yes, this is a beautiful setup here. You can see here it is having a lower low. Perfect. It is having a lower low, that is nothing but an assistant to the right and the left. So the queen is ready here. We can also see that the RSI is sorry, let me just you can see that the RSI is below 40. So this is a beautiful setup for us to go bearish. And this particular candle over here, okay, let me just see the time. It is the 10:30 candle, you can see over here, has given a breakout. So at this particular point, you are going bearish in the market. So 3 minutes candle is giving you advanced signal. So if you go to 1 minute candle, it will give you more advanced signal. So it comes under scalping. So you need to be very quick when you're trading with 1 minute. 3 minutes also is decent enough, but 5 minutes to start off. Okay, so 3 minutes has already given you a signal that we are going to go down, but you're waiting patiently for the 5 minutes because we are going to start with the 5 minutes time frame. Okay, so this is how we do the analysis, and this is how we find out the king strategy. This is how we execute the king strategy. So hope it was helpful. If any other doubts, won't it be a double bottom here? So it's not our point of view. As I told you, you don't have to predict anything. We are just reactive traders here. We keep a setup. This setup, if it works today, we are going to make maximum gain today. This setup, if it's not working today, we are going to make very less loss. That is going to be 2.5% loss for the day. If you're not comfortable with 2.5%, you can make it 1% as well. So at that point, what you have to do is you have to increase your capital to 5 lakh. That is one straddle, trade with 5 lakh. So that even if you lose 5,000, you're going to lose only 1% of your capital. So that is how we do the money management part. Okay, Tarun says, thank you so much for the great understanding. I'll definitely observe. Yeah. Sir, what is Nifty 50? So in Nifty 50 also you can do it. There is nothing wrong. But Nifty 50, what I say is like a father, and Bank Nifty is like a son. So son is more aggressive. If at all you need to make good money, quick money, then be very aggressive. Be with father, be with the son, that is Bank Nifty. You will make very good profits. But otherwise, if you want a composed, safe trading, then you can go with Nifty as well. Okay, so let me check few more question and answers which are there. So Rangarajan asks, which is the best time for intraday trading, at the time of market opening or in the midday? So Rangarajan, you have to understand one more very important thing here. We are taking the time decay as well. We need the theta benefit as well, because in case if a directional analysis goes wrong also, we need to have a cushion, we need to have a backup, that is the profits which comes from the theta decay. So for this, the only solution is going to be take at 9:20 to 9:30 itself, because the premiums are going to be very good at that particular time. So when you come to the midday, what happens is already the premium theta decay would have happened, and your theta benefit would have gone. At least 20%, 30% benefit will go. So start off your trade before 9:30. Don't go to wait after 9:30. Now before 9:30, finish off your trade. That is with the non-directional part. Finish off with it, and then wait for the direction in the market. Okay. So Nandkishore again, straddle is making after market opening time or what time? Yeah, straddle take it before 9:30. Can you share the link for the channel? Okay, I think Mansi will share you the link for the channel, YouTube channel. You can join that. Even I have a YouTube channel. You can also refer my YouTube channel in case if you need. It's called as Any Trader Can Fly. So I have a lot of educational content as well. You can refer my channel, Any Trader Can Fly. Okay, so Samuel asks a very important question: how much target we can keep? Samuel, don't keep targets whenever you do option sellings or when you do intraday trades. Always, as I told you, let the market run. Don't limit the profits. Only limit the losses. Don't limit your profits. So then, how do we find the targets? We either wait for the end of the day, or otherwise we trail with super trend. I use the word trail with super trend. So if market is going in our direction, if the super trend is green, wait till it becomes red. If it becomes red, you can exit your trade, but don't keep targets. Whatever market is giving you, you can accept it. So Dinesh says, good strategy. Thank you. Karthikeyan says, super. Thank you. So Karthikeyan is also asking, what about stop loss? Stop loss, I told you, is going to be the low of the king or the high of the queen, whichever direction you're going. Accordingly, you can keep the stop loss. You can just check the PPT, you'll get it, or otherwise you can watch the video once again in case if you missed about the stop loss. It's going to be very, very important. Yeah. Yeah. So Deepanshu asks, is there any way to predict if the market will go up or down? So Deepanshu, this is what I told you. This is the trap which we have set. If at all we find that the two conditions are meeting, then we analyze, we find out that yes, market is going to go up. And in case if we find that the market, our conditions are meeting, that is the queen and the RSI is getting ready, we find out that the market is going down. This is how we are predicting. After we predict, then we'll be doing reactive trading. That is, if it crosses, we will change our positions. Okay. So stop loss and target I've explained, Samuel. So Manish, Mansi has sent the link. You can just check it. How can we find this video? Yeah. So Mansi has sent the link. You can just go to YouTube and search for ET Markets. You'll get the YouTube channel of ET Markets, and then you can check out this video. You'll get this video again. Could you please show how to keep RSI? I have missed that. It's very simple. Okay, it is the basic. You can just come here, click type RSI, you'll get the RSI. And once the RSI is opened, make it overbought 60 and oversold 40. You can change the color in case if you require. This is available with almost all the brokers. You don't have to be worried about it. Okay, so I think almost all your doubts are cleared. Okay, friends, so hope it was beneficial for you. The analysis, this is how I do the macro analysis as well as the micro analysis. So to just summarize to you, I do the macro analysis to find out how much fund I should allocate for non-directional trading and for directional trading. So accordingly, if at all we find that the Bank Nifty is in a bullish trend, I allocate more fund towards bullish trades and then directional trades. And then if I find that the Bank Nifty is moving sideways, I allocate more fund towards non-directional trading. That is nothing but straddle and the strangle. Once this is done, then I come back into the intraday trades. And in intraday trades, I explained to you today my king strategy, which is nothing but a strategy which does both, that is directional as well as non-directional. So in case if you're having limited capital, you can do the strategy which automatically changes itself to directional and non-directional. This is how And we have kept two parameters, that is price action and an indicator. If the conditions have been met, then accordingly we will go bullish or bearish in the market. Okay, so stop loss also, we keep the high and the low as the stop loss, and also money management is don't lose more than 2.5% of your capital. That's the highest. You can come down to 2% or 1.5% or 1% based on your appetite, but don't lose more than 2.5%, because trading is a game of probability. Whenever you make loss, there will be losses. Whenever you make losses, you just have to make sure your losses are limited, and whenever you make profits, you have to make sure your profits are much higher than your losses. Okay, friends. So can we wind up this? Mansi, are we done? Yeah, Rangarajan, it's my pleasure. Welcome. Okay, then.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Thank you, Debashis. Yeah, thank you, Anup. Thank you, Pushpalata. You're welcome.